everyone, before we get into today's episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 15,000 subscribers. The season is just about to resume. There is so much news, and I want to make sure that you guys do not miss a single second when it comes to our purple and gold. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. But let's move on because we've got an exciting show for you guys today. We're going to be answering all of your Lakers questions, the mailbag Q&A episode starting right now. What's up, Laker fan? Welcome to Lakers Report by Chat Sports, all things Lakers. I'm your host, Hannah Kulik, aka Laker Han. We've got an awesome show for you guys today because it is time to answer all of your Laker questions, and I know you guys have a ton. So real quick though, before we jump into it, make sure that you guys are following me on my social media handles because every week I tweet out and I ask on my Instagram to send me in some questions because we do these mailbag shows every week. You guys always send me in such awesome ones, and if you're watching and have not yet followed me, definitely make sure to do so that way you can participate in our next Q&A next week. But without further ado, let's get into today's questions and see what you guys want to know about our Los Angeles Lakers. So the first question we have here is from @SeshWithTrash. Resume season or sit out? You guys, this is an easy one for me. I gotta go with resume the season. Obviously, I know that there is a lot going on out there in the world right now, but I think that we need Laker basketball back. We need basketball back not only for an entertainment purpose, to be able to have some joy back into our lives. We've been out without sports for months now. It's been really hard, but also because I believe that the NBA can use this platform truly to raise even more awareness for the Black Lives Matter movement and to raise even more awareness for social justice reform. So I think personally the season absolutely should resume, but I'm curious, what do you guys think? Do you want the NBA season to resume, or do you want them to sit this one out? If you want the season to resume, type R down below. If not, type S down below. Next question we have here is from @GTC2478. Who do you think will win the play-in tournament for the 8th place in the West? Well, right now it's going to come down to Portland, New Orleans, and Memphis, and I think most people can agree it's probably going to be between Memphis and Portland. Right now, at the season right before it was suspended, Memphis was in that 8th seed by a couple of places, so a lot of people would just assume it would be Memphis, but personally for me, I would never count Portland out. I would never count out Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. That's a team that is always able to get in the playoffs and really talented team, especially once they're able to do so. So I would personally not want to count out Lillard and CJ McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. So if I had to guess, I would say it would probably be Portland, even though Memphis is definitely the favorite. However, I do know that a lot of people really wish it was New Orleans because, of course, then that way Lonzo, Ingram, Zion, all those guys that were previously even on the Lakers, like Lonzo and Ingram, like I just mentioned, and Josh Hart would be playing against the Lakers in that first round. So I know a lot of people want to be New Orleans, but personally for me, I just think they're too young. I think they're about a year or two away from being in that playoff contention, but of course it would be exciting. But personally, out of these three options, I'm going to go with Portland Trailblazers. So let's see how it all plays out though, because it's definitely going to be very interesting. Darnell the Bachelor wants to know, what are your thoughts on not being able to practice together as a team? Seems as if we were just getting into the groove of things, with Avery Bradley hitting big shots, AD getting out of the perimeter, LeBron putting in threes, the chemistry was falling into place. Have they been working out and training during this pandemic? So obviously it's very frustrating. I mean, every team is pretty much in the same category. You know, for most of these guys, probably honestly all of them, this is the longest they've gone without playing basketball in their entire life. So it's really crazy when we look at that. Now, there have been a few rumors regarding our Lakers and training because of course the training facility is open, but they are very limited to the amount of players who can go in there. The coaching staff isn't even granted full access to be in there and watch the players play. But there have been some rumors that a man, I'm blanking on his name, but a really rich guy who lives in Bel Air, who has a replica Staples Center Lakers basketball court, has been letting the team come and practice and play together. I don't know for sure if that is 100% true. Again, it is just a rumor, but I still believe that the Lakers have found some type of a way to be able to practice and kind of go around these strict rules. I don't see how they couldn't, honestly. I'm sure they're all very excited to get back, but still, when it comes to their normal training regime and getting in and there, I'm sure, you know, they're really hungry to get back to, you know, how things were, but I'm not necessarily 100%, totally concerned, just because, again, I think they've been training and practicing more behind the scenes. I think there's been more behind the scenes work than we're being told. And also just because, at the end of the day, we are going to have a training camp. We're going to have those 3 kind of practice scrimmage games. So it's not like we're just going from 0 to 100 and jumping right into the season. There is going to be some practice time and a little bit of a leeway. It's almost like just starting a new season all over again. So not totally worried. And again, of course, every team is really in the same boat, unfortunately. Now, Laker fans, before we get into some more of your questions, I want to let you in on an awesome deal that we are having right now with one of our sponsors, Fanatics. Now, obviously, as you guys are all aware, we're going to have to wear these face coverings for the foreseeable future. They are here for the long term, you guys, probably. And what better way to cover your face and also support the purple and gold? So stay safe and, of course, rock all things purple and gold with our Lakers face covering. So if you would like a Lakers face covering, right now we are having them for an awesome deal of only $14.99. We can also ship them in 2 business days when you order. So if you would want to check that out and get yourself a Lakers face covering, all you have to do is go to chatsports.com/LakersMask1. I know for me personally, I've ordered mine. I'm ready to rock them in the gym, in the grocery store, wherever else I want to venture out to, because I always want to support and rock my purple and gold. But definitely make sure you check that out. Again, all you have to do is go to chatsports.com/LakersMask1. But moving on to some more of your questions. This next one is another one from @GTC2478. Do you think Howard, Bradley, or any other players will sit out to protest? And then another one that is kind of similar is from @TreyHA72. Should we pull DeMarcus Cousins for Howard? How negatively would it be for us if Bradley opted to sit out? So for the first question, do you think Howard or Bradley or any other players will sit out to protest? I'm sure there will be some players in the NBA who do decide to sit out and protest. Now, I think if the NBA goes forward, which I'm assuming it's going to, I don't think Howard and Bradley are going to sit out. I think those players are going to want to not let their team down. I think they're going to, find a way to still make their voices heard and stand up to social justice and find a way to kind of protest while still playing. They're not going to want to miss out on the action and miss out on an awesome opportunity to win a championship, and they're not going to want to let their team down. Now, in terms of the second question, should we pull DeMarcus Cousins for Howard? Obviously last season I was really excited when the Lakers brought on Boogie, but we also have to be practical, you guys. The last 2 years, DeMarcus has struggled with some really serious injuries. He had that Achilles tear, then he has his knee issues, so he really hasn't played consistently for 2 years. So it's not really realistic to expect that he would be able to just come right in and kind of jump back and be that DeMarcus Cousins that we're all kind of picturing he was a couple of years ago. Now, if Dwight Howard for some reason does decide to sit out, then it is a possibility for us to bring in DeMarcus Cousins again, but I don't think it's probably our #1 most likely situation. Now, if Avery Bradley were to sit out, wouldn't be ideal, but again, the Lakers are a team that is very guard heavy. We have Dion Waiters, so he could be able to step up, take some of those minutes, of course, KCP, but again, I don't think it's going to really come to that. I think Avery Bradley is going to play and Dwight Howard. I don't think they're going to want to let their team down, but obviously, both of those guys were a big part of this Lakers team and their chemistry, so missing one, if not both, would definitely be a blow, but the Lakers do have some backup guys that I don't think their team would be, totally in the toilet if those 2 guys decided to not play. Joel Fernandez wants to know, will LeBron or Giannis be the MVP in the playoffs? You guys, I gotta stick with our purple and gold. I gotta go with LeBron James here. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think, LeBron or Giannis, MVP in the playoffs. But you guys know I gotta stick with my LeBron here. Although Giannis, I'm sure, is going to be a very, very close contender. I definitely think the Lakers and the Bucks are going to be the 2 teams playing in the finals. It's going to be awesome to see. But of course, I gotta still give it to LeBron James for the MVP in the playoffs, but let me know down in the comments below if you agree with me and you think it's going to be LeBron or if you think it's going to be Giannis. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. But next question from Ricky Harrison. Did the Lakers trade Lonzo and Ingram too soon? They're both having career years and showing some promise. That's actually a really good question, and I get this question a lot, you guys, because obviously this past season, Zoe Ingram in particular has really played very well, but we have to remember, Lakers are in win now mode with LeBron James, and last summer we needed a player who was really going to be transcendent and really help us be in that championship category immediately, and that is Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis is only 26, so it's not like he's 32. He's just entering his prime. He's one of the best players in the league, and he's only going to continue to get better. So the Lakers, in order to get AD, had to give up Ingram. There was really no option there. Ingram was going to be a part of that package, and then of course Lonzo. Now in terms of Kuz and Josh Hart, of course, one or two ways that trade could have gone, but we ended up trading Josh Hart. Now, even though I always will have a soft spot for Zoe and Ingram and Josh Hart, I'm still very happy with AD, and I understand that the trade was necessary to happen in order for us to be able to be in this win now championship mode, which is where we are at, you guys. So while Zoe and Ingram are having great seasons, they still are a couple years away from really being able to lead a team into the playoffs. So I'm definitely happy with how everything worked out, although of course I'm always rooting for and supporting the previous Lakers young players in Zoe, Ingram, and Hart, as I'm sure all of us Laker fans are. Now before we move on to some of the final questions here, I want to remind you guys again to hit that subscribe button down below. Come and join this Lakers Report family. Help us get to 15,000 subscribers. We are so close, you guys. Every week we have all of the latest Lakers coverage here. Now that the season's going to start, we're only going to be going full speed ahead. I want to make sure that you guys do not miss a single second when it comes to our purple and gold. So definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you have not yet done so. But next question we have here is from @NA Moss for Reals. Has AD been approached by the front office about a new contract? So I haven't heard anything, you guys. I'm sure maybe there have been some discussions behind the scenes, but nothing that's really been reported on. I think right now everyone's main concern is just resuming the season, getting things moving again, and then once the off season hits, I'm sure discussions will obviously pick up more, but I haven't heard anything and nothing that's really been reported on yet. And then one final question, this one's pretty crazy actually. It's from @2k.Richard. Do you think the Lakers should trade for Luka Doncic this season? You guys, unfortunately there is just no way in HE double hockey sticks that Luka Doncic and that Mark Cuban will ever trade Luka to the Lakers, you guys. He is not only on his way to being one of the best players in the league, he's a young 20-year-old, he's understandably one of the best players already in the league, and give him a couple years, he probably is just going to be the best player in the league. So there is no way that the Mavs, Mark Cuban in particular, would ever trade him to the Lakers, although obviously that would be awesome because he's an extremely talented player. Just fortunately it is very unrealistic, so we shouldn't even really spend too much time talking about it because it only makes me sad that we will probably never have Luka Doncic. But you know what, he's with the Mavs and he's a very talented player. We're just going to be able to watch him have a very long career, most likely with the Dallas Mavericks. But that is going to be it for today's mailbag Q&A episode, you guys. Thank you guys so much for sending in such awesome questions as always. I hope you like this mailbag show. You guys, give this video a double thumbs up if you like these mailbag Q&As, and also give this video a double thumbs up just if you're excited for the season to resume again, you guys. I cannot wait. But again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe here on Lakers Report if you have not yet done so. And until next time, Laker Hand is out. Bye, guys.